Hello everybody, I'm Asserti and welcome back. We are in Planet Crafter Season 2 and I did a little bit of work in between. Just moved some stuff around. We no longer have a base on the other side and we are also about halfway with lakes. So there should be quite a bit of water in. Yeah, it's looking good. We have algae generators and all of that's going well. The one thing that's not going well, however, is super alloy. We have a major problem with super alloy, and we also need to get our bio stuff up and running. So let's get stuck in. Okay, I've got enough stuff on me and enough power because I built an extra power generator to build ourselves a bio lab as opposed to the biodome. The biolab allows you to craft stuff, and I can't remember how big it is or if we're going to be able to connect it to anything, but I did plan on just having it as a sort of separate building for now, and we'll just put an entrance on this side. Okay, so this unlocks a whole bunch of recipes. We need explosive powder for the tier 2 nuclear reactor. We also need fertilizer, and we've just unlocked biodome tier 2, which will unlock the ability to create tree bark, which is quite fun. Bacteria we need. There's a lot of stuff that we need, but we need to solve our super alloy problem first. The way I think I'm going to do that is I'm going to head out in this direction. It wasn't a great time to get our journey started, but I've got a few things with me. There are a couple of things that I will need, which I can pick up on the way. But, actually, it's just one silicon that we need. Very noisy wind. But we're going to head up to this wreck, firstly, and we'll create a little outpost at the wreck. Am I even going in the right direction? I think I am. And we'll go and start grabbing stuff out of this wreck, because I have a feeling we're probably going to be able to get some fertilizer and maybe some explosive powder out of here, which will help us quite a bit. And because I know there's a fair bit of stuff in here, we'll start off with just adding one storage locker. Superb. Alright, let's head inside. Weather's clearing up, so less noise. One thing I don't think I got is the torch tier 2. Not a big deal, we can still get away with using this one. But yeah, there's stuff in here. Okay, here's a locked door, which we'll be able to open one day. I see some flower seeds. We can't pick that up, but we can open the crate. Okay, good stuff. Super alloy, very important. Squash, absolutely. So before, let's have a look in here. Yeah, oh, definitely want blueprints. I can pick up the Tusker, I can pick up the Nolna seeds, but I'm not going to right now. Before we go anywhere, I'm just going to climb up and we're going to have a look around in this area. There's a couple of doors here that will be opened later with the help of this bad boy. Definitely want blueprints. Yep. Yes, more blueprints. Some good stuff in here. Do I need water right now? No, I don't really need food either, but yeah, I'll take it. What the heck? We've got a container outside, so that's fine. And we'll just come back in and sort out the rest. Okay, and we'll venture that way next go. So I offloaded everything and I've put in another locker. We'll just head down here first. I don't think there's very much at the bottom. There being seeds or something in these cupboards, but I don't see them anymore, so maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's somewhere else. Okay, we'll grab that. Super alloy, bioplastic, excellent. Don't even know. Okay, so we've got a little bit of space left, so I'm gonna head over to the other side and get through this thing in there. That it? Say it isn't so. Now, I know there's a removable wall somewhere in this area. Oh, I just deconstructed something. I don't know what it was. Was there something on the other side of this? Weird. Must have been. Yeah, there is a deconstructible wall in these wrecks, and honestly, I don't know where. Yeah, I found another storage crate just filled with iron. That's odd. Ah, good. Some fertilizer, some beans, some squash. Might as well take that as well. Okay, so that's looking good. I still haven't found that wall. I'm pretty sure it was in this ship. I could be wrong though. I think the hint in the message was that it was near the screens, main screens. Did I check these already? Apparently. Oh, hang on. Aluminium. Okay, I think I found it. I think it's this wall back here. Yes, it is. And it gives us some more stuff. That is awesome. Okay, we'll grab everything. Well, we're not going to be able to grab everything, but I'm glad I've got a few more beans. Shall we get on? I'm going to leave those behind. Our first tree seed. Okay, it's a small one. Take that. I think we've got enough squash for now. Okay, we'll just leave that up here. Okay, cool. Okay, so we've been through this whole ship now, so I'm gonna head out, just stash this stuff and prepare for our next move. So the next thing I have to do is decide what's coming back with us. I definitely want all the super alloy. We do have a lot of aluminium. I definitely want the bioplastic. I want the blueprints. I have a lot of iridium and iridium rods right now, so that's not an issue. I want to take the tree seed back. I need to take the beans, mushroom, couple of squashes, and definitely the fertilizer. And that will allow us to get our first flower spreader going. Well, I've got some space for some more stuff, so let's see what is the most important. I'll take a little bit of aluminium. I'll take the iridium rod. Suppose we could always use a bit of that. Right, let's head back to base, because we're going to take another trip out here, and we're going to head over in that direction. Hold on, bearings. In that direction, where we will find something nice. Yeah, I've unloaded most of my stuff, so let's go and unlock some microchips. GPS satellite 2, microchip mining tier 4, and agility boots tier 3. Super. Okay, what do we need for agility boots tier 3? Explosive powder and super alloy. We have a little bit of super alloy. I don't want to waste it on that yet. I do have a jetpack, but just on my person, I have upgraded to mining chip tier 3. I do have the compass in place, as you can see in the middle at the top. There is a compass, and everything kind of upgraded to the max at the moment. So let me grab. I've got water. I have some food. I'll just have a drink before we leave. I need to build another locker because I'm running out of space again. So maybe just offload things. I'm going to need that. But while I'm here, I think perhaps I will do a flower spreader. So what do we need for that? We need the fertilizer, super alloy, magnesium, and we need 3 waters. So let's go and put a flower spreader out. I don't want to put it too close to the base because then things kind of encroach. So I think over here is a nice place for it. Flower spreader. Okay, now that's not going to do anything without a seed. So what I'd like to do, grab a Nulner and replace one of the golden seeds with a Nulner. And pop the golden seed in there. Right, and we should start seeing, there we go, little flowers start growing. So that's going to help our bio and oxygen quite a bit. As you can see, our oxygen now is busy catching up. So you don't have to focus too much on specifically oxygen, because when the bio stuff comes up, it gives you quite a big oxygen boost. And we're already up to 8.2 kilograms. Fantastic. Should probably have something to drink. Yeah, as per usual, we are going to pick up the stuff that we need for another little outpost. This will be one of those more permanent kind of outposts, because it'll be in a mining cave. Yeah, so we're heading past the Iridium Cave. Yes, I think this little area in here will be where my power setup will be. Oh, and on the way, there's our first little secret area. So we can just pop in here. I think this is a small one. There's a lerma. I'll take that. Oh, look at that. Some good stuff in here. Our rocket engine, fabulous. I'm going to leave the rest of it because I want to fill the rest of the container with super alloy. Right, what does the message say? Our ship has crashed for an unknown reason on this planet. Many of us died on impact. Some of us died on the surface. I'm the only one left. I tried to survive, but this land is too hostile. My health is getting bad. I'm going outside one last time to try and find some water. Iklaus. Now, it's not the same guy that we found in that cave, I don't think. His name started with an X. Yeah, there's nothing else to pick up. Yeah, so there's a little secret area, and it feeds into the lore of the game, the story. Alright, but we are heading in this direction to that little, almost formal-looking cave opening. In the pillars, and we will find a super alloy area. Now, there's not a lot of super alloy lying on the floor. There is some, but there's not a lot. But in this cave you can set up miners. I assume only from tier 2. But yeah, before I forget. Oh look, there's a crate in here. That's got some okay-ish stuff. I'm not going to take it though. I'm going to build myself a quick living area so that I can survive. And this will be like the Iridium Cave, a kind of little mining office. Right, oxygen's full and we can carry on. Oh, another crate. Ah, good. I'll take that. I don't know if we're going to need water right now. I'll take it. Don't really need the other stuff. Sulfur's good. Just got to keep an eye on the floor so we don't miss any super alloys. That's the crate I saw. Yeah. Okay, now as you get to the back of this cave, this huge door appears. Well, I say door? Yes, it's a door. And this will become apparent later. This has always been here, but it became a kind of formal part of the lore and automation update. I think I've pretty much cleared out all the super alloys. I don't think there are any more lying around anywhere. Also, yeah, I found 2 crates in total. Not much to write home about. Yeah, this was the other one. Alright, and then back over here. So like I said, yeah, not a lot of super alloy lying on the ground. There are other places to pick it up, but I think we've got enough to tide us over for a little while anyway. So there's our little base past the Iridium Cave. Okay, we're back. Let's I've unloaded, so let's unlock this chip. New print map information rocket. Okay, so that rocket will give us the locations of the various ore caves or locations that you can mine those ores. Which is not terribly useful until we've actually, well, I suppose we can go and pick up stuff in them, but not terribly useful until we can actually mine them. Because it seems the tier 1 didn't want to mine the osmium. Right, let's see, where are we? Algae generator tier 2 is the next unlock in the biomass side, and that's at 25 kilograms. And then at 175 kilograms is our plant rockets. So we will aspire to get there. And there's the heater tier 5 under biomass. Forgot that it was over there. And then of course tree spreaders. Each of these things will produce more, enabling you to get to the next thing faster. So yeah, we got a long way to go on these. But we'll keep pushing forward because I have a little bit more silicon now and I have a bit more bioplastic. So perhaps a few more flower spreaders might be worth doing. If you look at your unlock screen, or your blueprint screen, you will see that there is a biomass tab. So you don't always have to go to your biodome to see that. So let's have a look at what unlocks we have coming up here. We have the lake water collector at 50 MTR, which is just around the corner. That will be very useful. Heater tier 4, 63 ppb, we've got a long way to go there. Drill tier 4, 41. Yep, also a way off. The nuclear fusion generator, that's kind of the last step. But that's quite far off still. The last step in power, I mean. And then gas extractors. What I really want is the ore extractor upgrades. So the next one's at 365 millipascals. Yeah, okay, we're starting to get there. We're obviously going to have to increase things a lot before then. So there'll be a lot of making rocket engines and building new drills and stuff. So yeah, let's start by improving our bio. And let me get the stuff together for another flower spreader. So just as a note, it is worth replacing all the veggie tubes with flower spreaders. The veggie tubes are pretty much a starting early game, very early game item. They produce 13 oxygen per second, whereas the flower spreader, which also takes a flower, will create 161 oxygen per second, but also 9.2 plants per second. And that is increased by whatever seed you put into them. Unfortunately, I have a shortage of fertilizer, so that is a bit of a problem. The fertilizer can be produced. It needs algae, sulfur, and eggplant. I got a couple of eggplants, and I got some. I can go and fetch some algae. So not really. And let's just go and create one or two. Let's see how much we can get. Right, I'll dive under the water and go and pick some algae. Okay, the algae spreader tier 2s, they've changed the way they work somewhat. In that the plants on the surface still spread pretty far, but the... Oops, what happened? My power just went down, and I don't know why. That is a bit strange, but, well, okay, we don't have the stuff to make... Okay, we're going to make an explosive powder. I'm failing to understand why my power just suddenly died. I didn't build anything new, so that is pretty weird. Unless... I have no idea. Maybe the stuff underwater doesn't actually work. Alright, so we're going to make an upgraded big boy nuclear plant. So we need a explosive powder, which means we need 2 sulfurs and an iridium, which I believe I can do. What else is required for that? 3 uranium rods in a super alloy. Uranium's in this one. And super alloys. Well, if I do manage to do 2 of these, it's going to give me power for days. Alright, we've got 2. And we need water. Alright. We need 6 water in total. Yeah, I did build a second one of these guys. Let's go and put our big boy nuclear plant up. Just lap it over here. Still don't understand how my power just sort of disappeared. Hoo-hoo, much bigger. Okay, we can do 2 of them. So we will. Right. Now we'll have lots of power, so no issues. Okay. Next thing we were looking to do some of the fertilizers. Okay, so we need sulfur and eggplant. I think I stopped growing eggplant because I found so much. Oh, no, I did. There's 1 eggplant. There's another. 2 more. And a couple of sulfurs. Nope. Yeah. 2 more. Potentially 2 more flower spreaders. Flower spreaders need magnesium superalloy. Magnesium? I think I've got some in the containers. But I don't need them because I have magnesium outside. And magnesium superalloys. And each of these also need 3 water, so I might have to wait a little while for water. Well, I got a bit of water on me. Should probably eat. And maybe go and eat some more. Alright, all full up. So we'll grab one of those. Right, lake water collector is done. Should go and get those Nolmers and replace them. Oh, it's the Tuskers I should be using, not the Nolmer. Right, flower spreader time. Put one there. Seed. Yeah, it really doesn't matter where you put them. The game records it all anyway. Alright, so for reference, if you are looking to build a flower spreader, it starts off at 161 oxygen and 9.2 plants. But when you put a golden seed in, now it's 966 oxygen and still 9.2. 9.2 grams? Is that right? So it only seems to increase the oxygen, the golden seed. But it increases it by 600%, so that's good. And that means there is one heck of a lot of oxygen now. So that's going to start growing really quickly. Now the lake water collector. That was unlocked and it is 3 bioplastics. That's pretty pricey. I've only got 3 left. Oh, I've got another one over here. What else was there? Magnesium, aluminium, superalloy. Magnesium, superalloy, and aluminium. Cool. And my storage will become more and more organized. Let's see, is it closer over here? It is actually closer over here. And that's fine because this is where... Yeah, we must be at 100% water by now. This is about the... And algae generator too. Ooh. Hang on. Algae generator 2 needs 2 bioplastics. Oh man, I'm so tempted. Okay, I'm gonna have to make bioplastic. I do need this lake water collector, so I'm gonna put it down. Yeah, and this has a storage of 8, which is better than the storage of 4 of each of those, and it does seem to produce water faster. Let's just see where we are with the lakes, because they look like they're full now. They are. Okay, so we are 1.37% to moss. Cool. That means that I can show you where I intend building my base. So this little area is too small to really do anything, but it's not too small for me to have a bio production facility. This area, however, it's not as big as the main lake, but it's a nice place for a base. And I think this is where I'm going to put my main storage and my control room, kind of in this area on this water. And maybe extending out that way. I don't know, that gets a bit dark on the aluminium side. But yeah, we have rain again. Look at those clouds. The rain is so funky. Anyway. Back to where we were. I think I've achieved pretty much what I wanted to in this episode. Yeah, so I think in the next episode, I think we're going to build a grow room. So we are producing more of the foods. The eggplants are important for fertilizer. The squash is important for fertilizer tier 2. There's a reason to have quite a few of them. There's mushrooms, which are for the bioplastic. And I want to try and get to the plant rockets as quickly as possible so we can boost that. That's a little way away, but I'd like to get there in the next episode and at least launch a plant rocket or 2 and get up to food growers. That's 35 tons, so we're going to need quite a few plant rockets in order to push it up enough to get there. So I think that's where we're going to leave this episode, and I may do a little bit of work in collecting in between episodes. Maybe head up to the wreck and go and pick up some of the stuff out of the containers that I left behind. But yeah, that's it. If you like the video, please like. If you would like to see more, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. The response to this playthrough has actually been pretty positive, and thank you very much for all the comments. Yeah, Glass Deviant, Ben, Gavin Halliday, and the other dude whose name I can't remember because it's long and full of letters. But yeah, that's yeah, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications, and until next time, cheers.